Okay, so we're going to discuss today on how to create rules to compute business tax. Okay, so our objective is our main objective is to create rules to compute business tax depending on the type of business based on your ordinance. So these are the steps that we're gonna do. We're gonna create rules to ask info as basis for the business. Like for example, you need to ask for capital or the gross. Then after that info, we will be able to compute business tax based on new or renew business or retire. And then we'll create rules also to have the business tax, because in the implementation, mostly when we say the business is essential, it's normally 1/2 of the tax rates. Okay, then for some businesses, we'll also try to how to remove business taxes, like for example cooperative or those without business tax. Then we also try to map the accounts to map the business taxes to the proper accounts. Okay, so that's our objective for today. And before we begin, we need to do a checklist first. So we must first the first step that we need to do is to check that we have the proper roles for this exercise. We need the Treasury Master role for the accounts. We need the BPLS Master account role for managing BPLS master data, and we will also need rule author, BPLS rule author account. Next, we will try to check on the business tax accounts to see if there's the appropriate accounts are there. And we'll try to check on the line of business classification, and then we'll also try to add some business attributes, and we will also be able to create our business variables for some business. Okay, so let's begin. Let's assume the easiest to do first is to create a tax for new business. So this is a sample ordinance that from one of the LGUs. So it says here that computation of tax for newly started business. So normally for new business, it's based on capital, and it's 1/4 of one. Operate shall be 1/4 of 1/10 of 1.1% of the rate of capital investment. So we will try to interpret this into e-tracks. Okay. Now, if you have not seen the video of how the business rules work, you try to check that video first before going to this, so that you will understand how the mechanics of the rules. Okay, so we'll try to do this for newly started business. Okay, so first I'm gonna go and add a user. Oops, I'm gonna add a user here, so I'm gonna just use admin. Okay, so I'm gonna add a user in here. So I'm gonna reset the password so it will be easy for me, and just say 123 123. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some roles here. So the roles are so we'll do the checklist. I need a Treasury Master. Okay, I will add a Treasury Master. Add a Treasury Master here. Okay, then I will need to add a BPLS Master, so it's already there, and then BPLS Rule Author, it's also there. So basically I can this is already okay, so I'll just log off and log into the user. Admin 123. So it will prompt me to do a new account. So I'm just say 1. Okay. Okay, so here to start, let's look at our checklist again. So we've done this already, add roles, treasury master. We're gonna check first our business tax accounts. Okay, so just click here and then go to master treasury. We'll check our item accounts if we have those accounts in place. Okay, so we'll try to check business. Okay, we'll check. Okay, so we have this. So you need to have this first, the business tax without specific, no? So we have the business tax, and then we have business tax for manufacturers, for services, for retailers, for sailors. So at least we have all this. This is the most important thing, no? We need the business tax here. So make sure that you have this. Okay, so that's okay. Business tax accounts are there. Then we need to check on the line of business classification. So we'll close up one, go to UPLS, line of business classification. Okay, so we have the amusement, contractor, financial, manufacturer. Okay, the line of business classification are the general classifications of the business as based on most implementations of the business tax. No? So do not add from here. We do not allow you to add from here. If there's something that you need to be added, you have to contact us so that we'll try to add them if necessary, or if not, you just use whatever is available here. Okay, so this is for simplifying the rules. So for example, under manufacturer, you have several under manufacturers, like for example assemblers, producers. So they are all classified under manufacturer. For wholesaler, you have the distributor, you have dealer. So even though it's a separate name, distributor, with just the general classification here is still wholesaler. So that means that they're under the wholesaler tax bracket. Okay. Now for retailer, there's normally for retailers are small sari or ones buying, selling stuff. Okay, so in small in retail amounts, no. So those are retailers. And then we have the contractor. Normally contractors are used for those contracting services, like for the government, something like that. And then it's separate from the service because they have a different tax. Some LGUs have separate tax table for contractors and services. Now services are for those offering services like barber shops, something like those. Okay. Now financial, these are for the banks and other financial institutions. Okay, so it's pretty we don't add as many here so as to simplify things. Okay, now okay, so next on the checklist is line of business attributes. Okay, so line of business attributes here, basically we will need the essential and some of these attributes. Okay, so they're in there, so that's okay. And then business variable. Okay, the thing that the business variable that important for us is the capital and the gross. Now normally we will use the capital for new business and the gross for new and retire. Okay, so basic more or less we have the important information in there, so we can start with creating the rules. Okay, so let's understand first. Now it says here that if the business is new, if the line of business is new, then it will be based on the capital. It will be 1/4 or 1/10 of 1%. Okay, so to interpret that, we're gonna do a rule management here. So the first thing that you need to check is there must be a rule that asks for the capital. So we're going to go to the application info here and ask capital for new. Okay, So this rule must fire first before computing the new. So we'll check this, and then it's in draft mode, so we have to deploy this. So we'll just click on open and then deploy. Okay, so that's good. So that the conditions here is line of business. If there's any line of business and the assessment type is new, then you will ask capital for each line of business. So just follow this rule to ask for the line of business. Okay. Now we'll also do okay, so that's deployed, and then we'll ask gross for renew. So renew or retire. So since if you retire a business, since they have they'll be assessing also for retire, so we need to ask for gross also. So this will be applicable to the renew and retire. So let's open and then deploy. Okay, so this is the conditions that you need to follow. So just follow this video, just follow this particular thing. Okay, so we deploy. So at least you have the deployed parts here. So we click on the refresh. You have I have two rules here deployed: ask gross for new and ask gross for renew. Okay, so if we try the analyzer here, okay, so we'll try to add. The analyzer is something of a simulator. Okay, so we explained that in the previous video. So we'll just click on add here, and then we'll try to add a bakery line of business. Okay, so that's new. So we'll try to run assessment. Okay, so before you begin, I forgot. Before you begin, you just deploy all the rules here in Bipo Info rules. So if it's not deployed, just deploy it. We'll be the ones maintaining this, because this is used for the unified form. So just deploy it. If it's not deployed, you just deploy it. You deploy everything here. So make sure that when you do this, and then there's no draft remaining here. Okay, just deploy it. Okay, so just the thing that you need to do. Okay, so let's run again. So normally it will fire the rules for the unified form, and then when you click next, it will fire capital because this is new. Okay, because we specified that the line of business is new, then it will be capital. Now let's try to change it to renew. Okay, so if it's renew, let's fire then again. So same information. Okay, then click next. So it will be gross. So if you're doing this is correct. Okay, we'll try for the retire. We'll try the retire and then run. Okay, so that's okay, no? So there's a gross there. So that's the first part of the rule. We need to ask for the basis. So to compute business tax, if it's new, the basis is capital. If it's renew or retire, the basis is gross. That's why we need to ask for this information. Okay? So if we're finished with that, let's move to the next topic. No? So we're gonna do compute business tax. So it says here that it is based on 1/4 of 1/10 of 1%, 1.1% of the rate or the capital. Okay, so we're gonna do this during installation. We already have some templates here, so this will make your jobs easier. Okay, so you just need to open this, and then try to follow this information. Okay, so line of business is new, and line of business here, you need to add a business info here. So to add this, let's try. I'm gonna add a new here. Okay, I'm not gonna follow this. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so that you can follow. I'll create a new rule here. Okay, so let's say new. So this is applicable to all new business. So BP new. BT new. Okay, so just type the whatever is the rule name here, just type it here. Okay, so click next. So the first condition is line of business. The next, we'll add an assessment type, which is any of the following. It says here new. Okay, so this is applicable to new business. Okay, then we'll just add this. We'll also need the capital because we need the capital as the basis. So add condition again, it will be business info. Then we'll type capital here and then press enter to look up. Don't choose the declared capital, choose capital. Okay, so click OK here and then equals LOB. So this is very important because this means that the capital is associated to a particular line of business. Okay, so that's the condition part. Then we will add compute business tax next. Okay, so we must have to add this LOB, and then the account here is very important. You choose business tax. Do not choose yet for manufacturers, for retailers. We'll choose yet for business tax. We'll just map this in the next succeeding step because the point here is we do not want to repeat this particular rule every time. So we want to make our rules as simple as possible. So we'll click business tax here. Okay, now we'll choose, there are two options here. Either you use a formula or you use a table. Now for us, we'll try to use the formula. Okay, so in the variables here, you click and then you check on the capital here. The capital must be there. If it's not there, then the problem is you did not add the business info. So since it's there, we'll just do a capital here. So we'll just multiply whatever capital they mention times, so we'll check this, 1/4 of 1/10 of 1.1%. So that will be 1/4 times 1/10 times 0.01 because that's the percent, no? So that's the rule that we will create. Okay, so just click OK, and this basically applies already to all line of business. Okay, so we click deploy. Okay, so that's done. So we'll try to click refresh here. Okay, so you can see it's already deployed. So might as well, if you want to filter, we'll check this is the only one deployed here. So we'll try to do simulation. So this must be new here. Okay, then click run assessment. Just make it blank. Okay, so we'll try 50,000. Oops, that's 500,000. We'll try 50,000 for capital and then click next. So there should be a business tax here of 1250. So that's the amount, the 50,000 times 1/4 times 1/10 times 1%. So this is the value here. So you can check that out. If there's something wrong, then most likely your formula is incorrect. Okay, now we'll move to the next, which is for gross. So let's try here. Okay. Okay, gross. Where's the business here? Renew. We'll try to renew. Next. Oops. I'm trying to search for. We'll try manufacturer. Okay, here. So it says here the taxes on business taxes. Okay, so it says here on manufacturers, assemblers, repackers, processors, brewers, distillers. Okay, so basically there's several accounts here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we go in here, we'll add a rule here, this business act computation. Okay, so we go to draft and then we'll select this manufacturer. Okay, so you just follow this rule. We've already sent this because okay, I'm gonna create one so that so you can follow, but for the rest you just use our template. This it's much easier. Okay, so we'll try BT manufacturer renew. So this also applies to retire. Okay, so we'll click next. Okay, so we'll add a condition, line of business, and assessment type is any of the following: renew, retire. Okay, that's it. Then we need to add the classification, because this only applies to all manufacturers. Is any of the following. So we just click on this and then type manufacturer here. There, click. Okay, done. So this is the condition. There's a line of business and the assessment type is renew or retire, and then it's classified, the line of business is classified as manufacturer. Okay, so we need another condition, which is the business info. Next, so this is the gross. Choose gross, not the declared gross. Okay, now equals LOB also. So because this is the gross is associated with the LOB. Okay, so that's done. Now next is we'll try to create and compute business tax. So add compute business tax rule, and then move next. Then LOB, we must specify that this will be associated to a line of business, and then the account is business tax. Do not map this yet to the manufacturers. You map this first to the business tax. Okay. Okay, so there, that's done. And then we'll try to, because this let's try to use again. This is a tabular data, alright? So this is graduated. So we'll try to do this. Instead of a formula, we'll use the table. Okay, so the table there. So specify first that the variable here is gross. Okay. Now here's what I'm gonna do. It's much easier if we follow first here the column here before the value expression. So that means I'm gonna encode here 10,000, 15,000 here, the values here. So I'm gonna copy 10,000, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 75. Okay, 10,000 to 15,000. Okay, I cannot view it here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna copy so that I won't be mistaken. 10,000, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 75, 100, 150, 200, 300, 500, 750, and 1 million. Okay, and then 2 million, 3, 4, 5, then 6.5 million, and then 6.5 up. Okay, so I've copied that. So we're trying to add it here. Okay, so we'll just say 10,000. Okay, then 15,000, then 20,000, then 30,000, then 40,000, 50,000, 75,000. So just press the arrow button. Okay, so when you type it here, just press the arrow down. 75,000, then 100. Okay, then 150. Okay, then 200. Okay, if you make a mistake, example here, I make a mistake, 300,000, and it lacks the 500. What you need to do is click on the delete button on the upper right, delete button there, so that it will be it will not register. Okay, so type in here again 200,000. Okay, then 300,000, then 500,000, then 750. Okay, then 1 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then 2 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then 3 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then 4 million, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then 5 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then the last is 6.5 million. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Excuse me. So it's already done. Now what we're gonna do is this, that the values here. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna write it first. So I'm gonna use here, so it will be easier for me to cut and paste. Okay, just copy it here. Okay, well, you should have a copy on hand. Okay, so 150, 242, 332, 2, 484, 726, 907.5, 1452, 1815, 2420, 3025, 4235, 6050. What's next? 8,800, 11,000, 15,125, 18,150, 21,780, then 25, 410, 26,812, and then the rate will be 41.25 of how much is this? 1%. Okay, so that's the excess. Okay, we'll try to translate here. Okay, so we're gonna click this. Okay, so we'll just cut it. Gonna cut and then paste here. Okay, so it's very primitive, but no other way. So just click it here. Okay, 332. Maybe it's much easier to type again. Okay, oh, because it's gonna get lost. Okay, 484. Okay, 726, 907.50. So don't press enter, just press down. Don't press enter. 1452. Just press down. 1815. Just press down. 420. Press down. 3025. Press down again. 4235. Press down. 6050. Press down. 8,800. Press down. 11,000. Press down. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, 21,750. Okay, 25,410. Okay, then finally last is this one. Now it says here, in the excess of if ever the gross is more than 6.5, the excess will be multiplied by 41.25 or 1%. So that means it will be added to this value. Okay, so this should be the amount. We'll get this. So leave this blank because this means that it can be any number. So we'll do this 26,812 plus, okay, so we'll open a parenthesis here, 2 parentheses, gross minus 6,500,000, 1, 2, 3, okay, which we will multiply by times 0. So there must be 0, okay? That's 41.25%, right? 41.25%. So 41.25 times 1%, okay? That's 1%, 0.01. So you must precede it with 0, okay? Because this will error. So don't press enter here, just press down key, the down key, okay? So that's good. That's already okay. This is already okay. So we'll close this and then click on OK. So that's it. Okay, we're gonna try. We'll deploy. Okay, so we'll try it with line of business that's manufacturer. Okay, so when you click add here, we'll try it. We'll not try with service because we have not yet defined business tax for services. We've only defined business tax for manufacturer. Okay, so we'll choose bakery. Okay, so we'll choose here renew. There, okay, it's renew. So we'll change this to renew, and then run assessment here. We'll try 0 here because this is declared gross. We'll try here. The gross will be 150,000. Okay, we'll try 150,000 and click on next. So the business tax is 3,025. Let's check if above 150,000. If above 150,000, it's already here. So that's correct, right? 3,025. Let's make it more than let's make it 7 million. Let's say it's a big bakery. Okay, so it's 7 million. We'll try next. So we'll try 7 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's click next here. So this will be the tax due. So let's try to see. It's 41.25. So it will be 7 million minus 6.5 million. That's 500,000 times 40% of 1%, which we add to 26.81. So you better check this one. So I think that's correct. So the rules are okay here, no? So basically that's good. You just do the check. Now for your exercise, you're gonna complete here the tax on retailer, the tax on service. Wholesaler is more or less the same with manufacturer. So let's try the retailer. So the manufacturer here is basically the same. So you just follow the rules for manufacturer, but instead of manufacturer, you use wholesaler. Okay, so let's try the retailer. So in retailer, this is the rules here. We'll try the retailer rules. So I'm gonna open here. So you just follow the how we added the condition. So I want to make this fast. So let's not. I'm not gonna add this anymore. I'm gonna use the template. So it says here that line of business is renew or retire, and then there's a retailer here. So but this is an LOB. Okay, we'll try to edit instead of adding. We'll try to edit. Okay, so we'll use the table again, and then it says here that if it's 400 or less, it's 2.2% of the gross. Otherwise, this is 1.65. Normally, this applied to the excess. Okay, the rate to is 400, while the rate of 1.6 shall be imposed on sales in excess of 400,000 pesos. Okay, so this will be whatever is in excess. Will multiply with 1.65%. Okay, so it will be 2.2 here. So gross times 0.022. So that will be the 2.2%. Okay, so to calculate the excess here, we'll use the we'll compute first the how much is 2.2 of 400,000. So we'll try to use a calculator. Okay, 400,000 times 0.22%. So that's 8,800. Okay, so we'll add the 8,800 here plus whatever is in excess. So gross minus 400, 1,2,3,000 times, so this is at the rate of 1.65. Okay, so it will be 0.0165. That's right, huh? Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, so that's gonna be done. Okay, so let's deploy. Okay, now Sari-Sari is one of the retailers, so we'll try to add here Sari-Sari store. There's no Sari-Sari store here, so what you're gonna do is add a line of business here. We'll try Sari-Sari store. Okay, and then we'll classify this as a retailer. Okay, then we'll click save. Yes. So we'll try here the Sari-Sari. Okay, so we'll try the renew, then run assessment, 0. Next, so if it's 50,000, it's below, for the, this will be multiplied by 2.2%. Okay, so 50,000 times 2.2%. If it's above 400,000, let's say 500,000. Okay, let's say 500,000. This should be this value. Now kindly check if made some errors. If I've made some errors in this, kindly post in the comment section of YouTube that so that we will be able to edit or change this particular video if necessary. Okay, so that's it for now for the business tax computation. We're still gonna complete the other part, so wait for part 2 of this video.